everybody, it's me, Omar from today I'm gonna be watching this video by DBA, title when Goku Tino with Nemesis to jump breaks. That was the coolest jumping I've ever seen. And this episode is actually like sort of cool, not gonna lie. Like this episode is actually so cool. Hold on, get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's do this.
Scene with Piccolo to retrieve his son back from his older brother Raditz. But the funny part is that the Saiyan is not even phased by the two guys approaching him, because he's more anxious about a literal toddler, because Gohan's whimpering has raised his power level to the 700s. Anywho, both of
That's how you know someone has a powerful level. They're not even worried about the guys who are about to try and kill him. They're more worried about Toddler who literally is whimpering and looking like that.
them descend to the battlefield. However, for some odd reason, Goku thought that it was completely necessary to perform a bunch of
Oh
acrobatics.
my god, bro.
As if he was playing the gymnastics minigame in Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. To be quite honest, it makes the landing even more cleaner, because both of them drop to the ground in sync and turn their heads
Oh
in
my god. Rivals.
complete symmetry towards the enemy. Raditz assumes that his little brother has completed his weekly quest of killing 100 Earthlings, but it turns out that the progress bar is at a whopping 0%, because Goku is only here for Gohan and would never swear allegiance to the Saiyans. Before the jumping could begin, Piccolo takes the opportunity to take off his cape and turban, and impressively removing the weighted clothing causes the Namekian's power level to rise. Covering Super in most of my videos really does make me appreciate the little things like this even more, because it's just a beautiful contrast from watching a bunch of transformations to seeing a fight that's way more grounded. Anywho, Goku proceeds to do the exact same thing, looking so marvellous without the undershirt. So to reassert his dominance, Raditz gives his brother the Medusa stare, calling him a disgrace to the Saiyan race. The two arch rivals stance up preparing for combat, but even then Raditz is able to get first blood by elbowing both of them in the spine, and the Saiyan strike had Piccolo so bamboozled that the Namekian mistakenly thought that it was a game of Twister. Goku and Piccolo can already tell that Raditz's strength is leagues above OG Dragon Ball, so the Saiyan makes his superiority even more apparent by saying that he's only just warming up. And I have to give my plaudits for elevating the scene, because they really turned the Japanese anime into a typical Indian drama. Seriously, it even had the Diglett invested. Anyway, Goku and Piccolo attempt to play offense by charging out Raditz at the same time, and it's hard to believe that they're enemies at this point in the story, because they both perfectly rotate around each other as if
Like they look.
they're trapped in a revolving
It seems like it seems that they went from being straight up enemies to rivals to friends.
door. Once they reach Raditz, both of them try to land a critical hit, but the Saiyan has dumped his points into defense to evade and parry their blows. We even see Goku miserably whiffing a kick, but both of them are still determined to knock off a portion of Raditz's health bar. The Saiyan bursts their bubble by targeting solely their cranium, but what makes that kick even more impressive is that Raditz is unable to sense ki, so that must mean he's solely
No. That means he must be really impressive. The fact that he's unable to sense key, that means that the beatdown that is giving him, that actually must be impressive.
relied on pure anticipation, but
That's really cool.
embarrassment does not stop there, because Goku and Piccolo resort to trying to arrest the Saiyan, but what were they thinking? They do not hold a candle to chase McCain. Anywho, Raditz reveals the two of them into the sky to fire off a double Sunday, for which Goku avoids in the nick of time, but can't be said the same for Piccolo. I still find it quite amusing that Raditz named his attack once, but the game's decided to just run away with this idea, causing his entire moveset to be based around the
Yeah, makes me Sunday. My god, this is so funny.
days of the week. Goku goes to check up on Piccolo, but we see a puddle of blood forming, signifying that the double Sunday blew off his arm. And Raditz was just giggling, because he was like,
Oh, excuse me, has anyone seen my arm? You can't miss it, it's green! Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Piccolo wonders if Goku has any sort of new techniques to turn the tide of this battle, but sadly Goku's got absolutely nothing up his sleeve. As disappointing as that is, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because I'm going to assume that he was actually being a good father during the time skip. However, all hope is not lost, because the Namekian has been developing a new move of his own which only needs one arm to use. Piccolo even sees this as an absolute win, because if he's able to kill Raditz with it, then he'll know to utilize it against Goku. But as with all things in life, it just sounded too good to be true, because the Namekian says that the one downside is that it takes 5 minutes to charge, so Goku has no choice but to fight Raditz solo to stall for time. The Saiyan raised on Earth performs some hand signals before charging in for his brother, whilst Piccolo sits back to concentrate all of his ki into his fingertips.
Into the Masako beam cannon.
For a moment, it did look like Bardock's children were evenly matched, but then I spoke way too soon, because Raditz was able to get the upper hand again. Scratch that. Upper hand sounds like an understatement. Too soon, because Raditz was able to get the upper hand again. Scratch that. Upper hand sounds like an understatement, because Raditz violated his brother so badly that Goku started doing the speed during the charity match. Goku then decides to charge for a Kamehameha, but this has Raditz trembling in fear, because he's now sandwiched by two attacks that have power levels over 1,000. The Saiyan narrowly avoids the initial impact of the ki wave, but Goku proceeds to bend the Kamehameha to home in Raditz's position. With nowhere left to run, the Saiyan chooses to place his palms out to endure the full brunt of the attack. As a result, when the dust finally settles, we see that Raditz has completely negated Goku's iconic move. The Saiyan now realizes that this is a perfect opportunity to counterattack, and achieves this by unleashing his inner Zeus to force Goku out of the sky. This simply did not satisfy the Saiyan, so as with any other Fortnite player, Raditz sprints after Goku to first for his Elan. However, for some strange reason, Raditz hesitates at the last moment, and just then we finally bear witness to the debut of the
Oh, wait, how do you pronounce it?
Then we finally bear witness to the debut of the
Makaso Sapo Kana.
The sheer amount of energy pulsating through the beam has Raditz rooted to the spot, but what gets me excited isn't even the destruction it causes. It's how illuminated the battlefield gets once it's fired, symbolizing the beam's true nature, a light of death.
That's
Anyway, Piccolo is now eager to see the results and notices that he gave the mountain the Toji treatment. However,
You what?
Raditz somehow travelled fast enough to dodge Piccolo's beam, but he gives his props for piercing his armor. As for Saiyan was about to turn Piccolo into an exploded Kiwi, he begins to feel an excruciating amount of pain and looks behind him to notice that Goku has latched onto his tail. Goku must have assumed he was holding a ketchup bottle because he starts squeezing the life out of it, allowing for Piccolo to charge another attack whilst Raditz is being immobile, even as Goku once he's let go. Goku's now uncertain of what to do, so Raditz gives him one final push by exclaiming,
Please, me, I need this.
If
Mom,
I was Goku, I'd just like say, "Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you."
Mom is kind of Polish.
and his naivety sadly gets the best of him because Goku actually lets go of the tail, and upon realizing this, Raditz gets right back up and swings at Goku's perfectly chiseled jawline. Raditz then mocks his brother for being played like a fiddle, and he makes Goku hit the...
That's really hurts.
No wonder he was able to hold a scream throughout all of his transformations. Raditz continues to torture his brother, but that ended up being a grave mistake, because he had forgotten to take one last factor into consideration. Gohan.
And he's 4. And yeah, he has this much energy. Yes, everybody. I'm coming back. So just look at this real quick. Just look at this real quick. What is this? I'm coming. Just
Over for the Omega headlock. Had Brody gasping for air and ready to tap out. Nigga got turned into baby boy.
That's what I call for your mama.
And it's crazy that I made that joke, because literally the very next second, Bulma shoots a Bloods Wave attack at Shenron to try and stop him. Now, I don't know what she was trying to cook here. She trying to shoot the op with the same machine that literally buffed her husband from Super Saiyan 2 Power Max all the way to Super Saiyan 4. The only shot she trying to give this nigga is a stem shot. Like, bitch, what are you thinking? But Shenron decided to shoot back and explode her machine. But she manages to get saved just in time by Gohan himself. Then he decided to join the fight with his little brother Goten. And when I saw this boo-boo ass haircut, I turned into Drewski. I was looking at my screen like,
You see his fucking haircut? Oh, God. Shit. Parents don't care about him.
and I can't even defend this poop at all. It looked like a gust of wind just smacked bro head and decided to leave it there like, this is fine. Like, no, bro, this haircut right here is Gaki McSplocky Wacky.
Bro, what did you just say?
I don't know.
But like I said, Gohan clock in and clock right back out, cause man's got fingered right out the fight. So then Goten's like, it's my turn, and misses a punch, and then gets hit with a mink.
That's a two-piece, nigga.
Then he charges in again to Goku and Vegeta, but Trunks slide back for the second time. With no hesitation, he put on that Kendrick Lamar in the background and started screaming, and after that blast, them boys finally decided to touch tips. The energy rises, and as the fusion is being complete, Omega not even feeling the vibes. Nigga came in with the, no way, Jose, not in my store.
and we end up, and then
Just to fly in and immediately
to that video. You think Radtiz is in pain, right?
Now, if this scene wasn't a great advertisement for Gohan's absurd potential, I don't know what is. And the fact that he's a 4-year-old going out of his way to defend his father definitely makes Gohan one of the best sons in fiction.
That's my boy.
Raditz is now enraged that Gohan fought that headbutt and vents out his anger by sending Gohan flying, making him look like a fainted Pokemon. Let's be honest, both of their injuries are way above Nurse Joy's pay grade. Anywho, Raditz realizes that his nephew is too dangerous to let live, so he prepares to give Gohan a death befitting a Saiyan. However, in the nick of time, Goku is able to stop his brother and demands Piccolo to fire another Makongo Sappo. This has to be the greatest day of the Namekian's life, because he gets to take down Raditz and his arch-rival at the same
He's smiling. He's very happy.
time. You could say he's killing 2 monkeys with 1 stone.
Bro, that you're not freezing. You're not freezer. You're not freezer, bro. You're not freezer. Like it's nice, but you're not freezer.
Raditz tries his hardest to shake off his brother, but he's too weak to do so thanks to Gohan's prior heroics. And upon picking up that Piccolo's power level has risen to 1440, he hastens Goku to let go, or else they'll both be 6 feet under. On the other hand, Goku is willing to perish for the greater good and hurries Piccolo to fire his beam. So the Namekian does exactly that, and I love how it's practically a glorified drill, because it bores right through Raditz before exiting the other way through Goku's stomach. Liters of blood then pour out of their wounds, and the battle concludes with the 2 brothers lying dead silent on the floor. Raditz doesn't understand why Goku went
Family die together.
through the trouble of sacrificing himself, but Piccolo tells him that Goku will have the last laugh thanks to the Dragon Balls. However, the Namekian's mistake was explaining its fundamentals, because Raditz mentions that his scouter also works as a transmitter, meaning that his 2 Saiyan friends know everything that happened today. Therefore, the 2 of them, who are much stronger than Raditz, will come to Earth to obtain these Dragon Balls for themselves. This has Goku demanding how long they've got left until the Saiyans arrive, and Raditz tells them that they'll get here in 1 whole year. So to bookmark this portion of the story, Raditz ends up passing away, and so does Goku, aka the main character who died in the first 5 episodes of his own show. Unlike the battle with Raditz, Goku actually had to fight solo against Fusamasu.
Yeah. But you gotta see how cool
Goku's
this
iconic
starts.
moves, despite so as with a strange reason, Raditz hesitated,
I have to see how cool
and
this.
just
I
then
have
we
to see how
finally bear witness to the debut of the
that's the coolest. That's the coolest. Like that's actually the coolest debut I've ever seen. But you say, you guys so Piccolo. Thank you for watching, everybody, and also shout out to the ABZ and thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.